In today's session, we will learn how AI-powered marketing campaigns have led to significant success in real-world businesses. By exploring 4 case studies, you will learn strategies you can adopt in order to grow qualified leads by 30% per listing. We show you how to get started step by step. Welcome back to our session. Today is day 48, and we'll be covering some case studies that would highlight how AI is helping businesses to maximize their marketing budget and achieve wonderful results. So yesterday we explored how AI can be used to leverage market sentiment and produce and build greater brand awareness, and how AI tools can monitor social media conversations using something called social listening tools like Brand24. So we had a demo of Brand24, and you can see in their portal how you can harness market sentiment, learn the information that's coming from different social media platforms, and you can click through to see what the actual issues are, if there are issues. And you can see the different sentiments, negative, positive, and neutral. But the real big benefit is for your brand. With mentions on social media, it can pick up where you're mentioned. It can pick up news articles where you're mentioned. So that was a wonderful session. Yesterday is worth looking at. Yesterday was day 47. So today we're on day 48. And the idea here is to help you visualize how you can apply a lot of the marketing techniques that we've discussed in this theme, how you can apply those to your own business and to your own niche. So let's start by looking at some high-level successful case studies. So the first one is Domino's. So Domino's Pizza decided to introduce a voice AI and a conversational AI. And the whole point behind this was to get people to order without speaking to an agent or without going online. So everything we've done via voice. This has been going for a few years now, and they've reported huge successes in this case, and it's still running as far as I can tell. The next case study is Nike's personalized design, and this is where Nike tries to predict what their customers want and offer to create those designs for their customers based on their customers' previous purchases and previous transactions. So this is where predictive AI comes in. And in previous sessions, I've talked about predictive analytics. This is an actual implementation of that type of solution, and Nike's use it to their benefit: personalized trainers, personalized footwear. The next case study is Starbucks. Starbucks will push this to another level where they could create your coffee or your drink before you even requested it. And that's all based on previous information, the data that they have on their clients and the relationship. And in all of these case studies that I've mentioned already, the aim was to increase the customer engagement. And in the case of Domino's, it led to increased revenue. And in the case of Nike and Starbucks, there was increased revenue as well. But it doesn't seem to me like that was their primary goal. Their main goal was engagement, tapping into the younger audience and people who are more tech savvy. The last case study I want to mention is Coca-Cola, where they had a campaign of Share a Coke, and it was all voice based, and Coke used their voice AI to do voice recognition of their customers, and based on that voice recognition, other transactions were enabled. So that was also a success for Coca-Cola. Again, showed how they harnessed new technologies to engage their audiences and satisfy their audiences, because it's a novel idea and it's different. So how would you implement this type of success or try to get this type of success within your business? There's a strategy and a plan and a sequence within which you have to follow. So the first thing to do, step one, would be define your target audience. We've talked about ICPs in the past, so that's your ideal customer profile. The things you want to look at, the demographics that you want to target. I would go as far as to say that you may want to have an ICP based on the product you're trying to sell. So if it's an apartment in the center of a city, your ICP will be different from a big detached house in the country or near a golf course. So potentially you'd have different demographics for those types of properties. So in that case, your ICP will be different, which means that what you're pushing and the demographics will also be different. So you also want to think about the lifestyle of your ideal ICP, so ideal customer profile or your avatar. And with real estate needs, you think about the property types, the budget ranges, the desired amenities, and a timeline for buying or selling, which is a very valid point, because if you think about the timelines, sometimes investors would want to purchase if they see that it's going to be a quick sale and there's a deal to be had. Those things will go quickly. And then for you to target those type of clients, the speed has to be different, and what you'll be highlighting will be the speed and the reduction in prices. So step two would be to define your goals with clarity. So there's this acronym that's been bandied about for many years, the SMART framework. So SMART as in SMART, so be specific. So clearly define what you want to achieve. It could be increasing your qualified leads by 30% within 3 months, or boosting brand awareness in a new market. It needs to be measurable. So quantify those goals so that you can track the progress and assess whether it's successful or not. Your goals could be to increase website traffic, lead conversion rates, or social media engagement. Make sure they're achievable within a time frame you have set. They have to be relevant, obviously, to your business, to your industry, and to where you are within your niche, and has to be time bound. So set a specific time frame for achieving those goals. It creates some urgency and ensures that you stay on track as you pursue the goal. So we've talked about step one and steps 1 and 2. Now step 3 would be to leverage AI for audience insights and segmentation. We've already seen examples within the case studies that I mentioned on the earlier slide that the audience insight is key to knowing what to use to target your clients. So you'd need to think about segmenting your client base. It could be based on age, income, and hobbies. You'd also want to leverage what you know about your clients or potential clients from the social media platforms. And the idea behind this is that you're able to target those segments with the right communication, increase engagement because they're receiving the information that they do want and things that are of interest to them, and improve the conversion rates, because if the right information is going to the right people, then there's reduced friction between the information and the sales or marketing piece to an actual showing of interest and conversion. So next step is to select the right AI marketing tools. So everything is AI based, as you know. This whole session is all about AI and AI enhancing the work you're doing. So for audience segmentation and targeting, most CRM systems now have an AI element to them. So tap into whatever you have. You can use tools like Keep and Lead Feeder. Lead Feeder is a new one. Not quite sure how well that works, but Keep is fairly common. Personalization, again, is your CRM system that would help you personalize the information that you send out to your audience or your potential clients. Content generation, these tools will help you create blog articles or the property listings and property descriptions if you have mental block or writer's block. These tools would help free you up. So tools like WriteSonic and Writer. Then chatbots, not to be underestimated. Chatbots can help you qualify your leads. They can also help you segment your leads in terms of data they can collect interactively from your clients and schedule appointments and send emails to all the parties involved in a particular appointment or viewing. So this frees you up to do other things like focus on what's really important. So tools in this space are like ManyChat and Drift. You've got the likes of VoiceFlow and BotPress. There are others as well. And then the final tool to look at the marketing analytics and reporting. So if you're using anything in social media, bear in mind that they have their analytics page and an analytics portal. For your website traffic, you want to look at things like Google Analytics as well. And if you have the Looker Studio, you can utilize that from with the Looker Studio, you have access to it from the cloud portal for Google. So moving on to step 5, this is where you craft the personalized and data-driven marketing strategy. So the key word here is personalization. Let everyone feel special and feel like the information they're receiving is bespoke to them. And the only way to do that, if you have hundreds of clients, is to use AI and use software. So leverage audience insights you've gotten from the segmentation, personalize the content creation based on the demographic information that you have. So imagine showcasing properties with modern kitchens to young families. They'd find those interesting, or highlighting properties close to schools for families who have children of school age. Dynamic ad generation. This one is quite exciting when you see it work. So AI can personalize the ads based on the user behavior and the online traffic that they exhibit. And then data-driven optimization. This is where you keep testing and validating the information you're sending out and the responses that you're getting back, and validating the engagement with your audience. Step 6 is about implementation and ongoing management. So here are some key things to look at. So collaborate with different teams and different partners. Look at data monitoring and reporting solutions. This is what will keep you on track and make sure that you are achieving your goals. Look at campaign optimization tools. Again, this is based on the data you receive and tweaking things to make sure that you are hitting a target that you initially intended. And embrace a testing mindset. You might want to consider things like A/B testing, having multiple copies, multiple types of information going out to different audiences, and based on the response you get for each, you can then tailor further content to the right groups or right segments. So the future of real estate is definitely AI. Real estate marketing will be full of AI, definitely, because there will be so much customizations that it will be almost impossible for an individual to do it if they have a lot of potential clients. So here are some quick benefits to be thinking about. Think about deeper audience insights, so knowing a lot more about your audience, about your potential clients. Personalized marketing, streamlined workflows with automation and repetitive tasks disappearing to AI. Data-driven optimization. So if you're making tweaks, your tweaks are based on the information you've gotten, the data-driven rather than guesswork. And then increased return on investment based on how much you have invested in the marketing, getting a lot more visits to your website, a lot more conversions, a lot more viewings, because viewings lead to offers, which then lead to completions. So that's the mindset you want to have with your marketing campaigns. You can partner with us. We are Autore.ai. We're all about automation, automating business processes, removing repetitive tasks and replacing those with automated solutions. And most importantly, it's about working with your business to ensure that your business grows and that the customer satisfaction increases, the employee satisfaction grows, and ultimately your revenue grows in line as well. So reach us on all our socials, Autore.ai on Instagram, on Autore.ai elsewhere. You can also send us an email at ua@autori.ai or visit our website, autori.ai. Request to join the wait list for an AI audit. I'll be glad to accommodate you. So thank you so much for listening, and until next time, keep winning.